Professor Nalapat into this conversation. Professor Nalapat, do you see things changing with Canada getting a new Prime Minister, whoever that person might be? Do you think that the new leadership or, with the election and if the Conservatives come in, do you see the Khalistani separatists being literally separated from the Canadian government? Can they do without them? Because I remember when the Indian ambassador was recalled, he said that the Khalistani separatists are so ingrained in the fabric of Canadian administration, so much so that they're also found in the defense. So can they really do without the Khalistani elements present there?
Look, Shreya, the latest country to publicly acknowledge that the Khalistan movement, what I call the K group movement, I'm not going to deny the fact that many people call it Khalistani. The fact is that is a very glorious name, and it has no business being tagged onto this riffraff. The fact is that the K group has been identified as an extremist group by none other than Keir Starmer, the Labour Party leader who is now Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. The weight of evidence against the Khalistani, what is called the Khalistani movement or the K group, is so overwhelming, and it's going to be coming out. The British government could not ignore it. It's only a question of time before any Canadian government is forced to acknowledge it, and any Canadian government worth its name is going to get its intelligence services to investigate the money trails, the telephone conversations, the meetings of certain individuals in two parties in particular, the Liberal Party and Jagmeet Singh's party, with known extremists who have not only thought about terror or planned terror operations, but actually carried out terror operations and are known and are boasted of carrying out terror operations. How long before this circus comes to an end? The fact is, Shreya, I also thought it was a domestic political matter. And then I found that the man was going on a rampage, a crusade against India. He was going on a ramp and just jumping off the ramp. And I thought this is too much for a man to do, going to the G6 and trying to convert them. Oh, India is a terrorist country, government is terrorist. There has to be the China factor. And it is a fact that both Trudeau Sr. and now Trudeau Jr. are known to be exceptionally close to the CCP, or rather Trudeau Sr. was during his time. And the reality of the situation is that the CCP is being done a favor by Trudeau by trying to shift the attention of the West on India, an essential partner in securing the Indo-Pacific. Trudeau is going against NATO. By the way, he lobbied NATO countries also against the government of India. And now you finally find out that even the commission he set up, handpicked by him, has sheepishly said there is no evidence. Well, if there's no evidence, what on earth was Prime Minister speaking about on the floor of Parliament? He was uttering a barefaced lie on behalf of the Chinese Communist Party. And if anybody in Canada has any respect for that very proud nation, he or she will reject such people with the contempt they deserve, whether they be in Jagmeet Singh's party.
In fact, that is the reason why, Professor Nalapat, a lot of the Liberal Party members who are now joining the race to become Canada's next Prime Minister are promising that they'll get Canada's stature back on the global stage. Reflects the kind of, legacy that Justin Trudeau would leave behind, that his own party members are promising that Canada would get its stature back under their leadership.